Hey guys, to celebrate my first video reaching 1,000 views, I thought I should make a draw my life video. But there's one problem to this. I can't draw. I know, it's a pretty big problem. But a few of you guys who follow me on Instagram saw that my sister is a pretty good artist. So, after hours of begging and pleading, she's accepted to help me out. Well, I'm going to be sharing pretty much everything about my life. This includes some things my parents don't know about. Yeah, that's great. So anyways, without a further ado, here it is. Draw my life, written by me, but illustrated by my sister. Let's begin. So, I was born in Montreal on January 26, 1998. Jeez, the 90s. I was like, oh, the good times, man. Great times. Wait, what? Shaki, you're born in Montreal? Does that mean you're French? There's parts in Montreal where people speak English, and I was in those parts. But I did learn French earlier than many of you Ontarians, but my grammar is just as bad as it is in English. But I speak pretty fluently. Don't test me. Anyways, I lived in an apartment. Now, these apartments were like not skyscraper size, like really small size apartments with just a few floors. And it was like the ghettoest area that it's pretty ghetto for like ghetto. I'm gonna just keep saying that ghetto. Anyways, and a few years later, my sister was born. And after I was done kindergarten, my parents wanted me to go to an English school. But I had to attend a French school. And this was a huge problem with the Quebec government of forcing us to go to French schools. So for grade 1, I went to a school in Cornwall, which is in Ontario. I lived with my mom and my sister, and my dad was still back in Montreal since, his job was there. But, he'd visit once in a while because he loved me. Anyways, in grade 2, I went to a private school since the government said no again. But I liked the school except for the fact that me and my mom take two buses there and back, which takes an hour each. But I had a really close friend there named Kevin. And I also had my first crush there too. And pretty soon, though, this sucks, but I also found out that Kevin also liked her. So I just left it there and just screw it. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, I found out that the private school was actually closing down for next year, so my parents didn't know what to do. And the government had once again refused, and my dad had enough of it. So we moved to Ontario, the city Brampton. I was actually excited to move, and I packed everything up. All my relatives were helping loading everything in the truck, and then I realized that I'm going to miss everyone. Yeah, by the time I drove away and got onto the highway, I pretty much started crying, and I was like, I'm probably not going to see them again, and oh my god, this sucks. This is like the worst thing ever. Not much happened for the next few years, so let's go to grade 5. Now keep in mind that grade 5 was the first time that I ever stayed in the same school for the second year. I was really happy since I didn't have to make new friends like I do every year and then, have to eventually ditch them. But now at the end of the year, I realized that I had to go to middle school. But I was happy since most of my friends were coming with me. When I was in grade 6, none of my friends were in my class. I was in the band class since I wanted to play the saxophone. This is when I found out I was actually a bully as well. People didn't like me because I was mean and I was being really bossy to people. But I never knew that until this one kid yelled at me, calling me bossy. That's when I looked back in the past and all the times I've been rude. That's when I wanted to make a change. And I really did. I made more friends and I was pretty happy. And by this time, I was introduced to something called speed stacking. It literally means stacking cups fast, and I was pretty good at it. Search it up. You'll see how intense it is. I then looked up on YouTube to see how fast the champions are. That's when I realized I should put my own videos up of me stacking cups. So I started my channel, ShakiSUS. Now, where did the SUS come from, you ask? That's what a lot of people you ask. I know you guys asked that question. Anyways, SUS is the name of one of my bros. His name is Sujin, but I call him Seuss for like a year, and he introduced me to a game called MapleStory. So when I made my account, I wanted his name in it, so that's how the ShakiSUS came in, and I started using that for all my like online profiles and accounts and stuff like that. Anyways, back to the topic. My channel eventually got shut down because I uploaded a video that was apparently illegal, and I had no idea that that was an issue. And so I stopped my whole YouTube channel. I gave up on it. Screw it, and it was just a waste of my time anyways. But when I was in grade 8, I got pretty close to my class since we spent 3 years in middle school together. I also got the opportunity to partake in a leadership course, which really changed my life when I was asked the question, why don't you make a change to the world? Now, that's when I decided that I want the world to know my name for making this big change. But the only problem is, what is this change? This question went through me for many years. By the end of grade 8, everybody got emotional, even the teachers, and I graduated having the highest average in my school. Totally not bragging here. Now, when I went to high school, only like 4 other people from my middle school came with me. Man, high school was a pretty big change for me. I made some friends, but I really focused in school with my grades. I also started volunteering at my community center with swimming, which I loved. By the time I was in grade 10, I didn't put much care into my grades. I was just too focused with girls and drugs and alcohol. I'm just kidding. Oh jeez, that's what? No, please. But the main reason that I didn't care a bunch about my grades was because of my friends and work. By the time I turned 16, I took my NLS National Lifeguard course and like 3 other courses plus my G1. Now this all sounds great that I'm taking all these qualifications and certifications and license and stuff, but this was actually bad because this all happened a week before my exams, which I totally studied for. Wink, wink. Anyways, yes, my birthday is during the exam time, which sucks because I can't enjoy my birthday without thinking about school. Like, jeez. So when I finished my first semester with my bad grades, I knew I had to step it up again. Pretty soon I got hired as a lifeguard and was able to balance my education, work, and social life, and I was pretty happy with the way the things were going. That's when I decided I wanted to start my YouTube channel back up again. But I couldn't create an account with the name ShakiSUS since that was my old expelled account. So instead I figured out that I can make ShakiSUS with a space in between. I know, I am a genius. My videos didn't really get much views and a lot of people didn't really like it, but I didn't really care since I enjoyed making them. I got an opportunity to attend a leadership seminar at the University of Toronto. I talked about the Coles program in another video, which is up here if you haven't seen it already, and I'm not going to explain what it is. From that seminar, I was able to answer the question of how I will make a change to the world. I used YouTube to help me with this, and I wanted to build an audience of people around my age and connect with them with the problems we go through. With my next few videos where I connected with my fans, they actually liked my videos, and pretty soon, instead of people giving me hate comments of stopping my videos, they asked me, when is my next video coming out? And now I'm in grade 11 where my first semester is really stressful and it's hard for me to keep up with my videos. I basically don't have much time for myself to relax, so that means I couldn't make much videos. But whenever I get time, I will make videos for you guys. So I just wanted to say thank you to you guys who actually support my videos and encourage me to try new things like singing. Demons is my second best video out there at the moment. So this is my life. Although I had tough, rough patches and many rejections to deal with, it was all worth it for where I am today. Hope you guys like this video. This is the first time I tried making something like this. Big shout outs to my sister for helping me out. If you guys want to see some of her other works, check out my Instagram. Make sure you guys like my Facebook page, and of course subscribe if you want to be up to date with my videos. Check out my last video here, and this is ShakiSUS signing out. Later guys.